Okay, ready? Y'all ready for this? Let's go.
Our generation might be cooked. So we just got the financial data from Coachella, and a staggering 60% of tickets this year were bought on finance. And it gets worse, because low-key, it's not even just a $600 festival ticket. We're kind of financing everything right now. See, a few years ago, it was largely the big ticket items that cost thousands, like a TV, car, or computers. But in 2025, some of the companies that now offer buy now, pay later include DoorDash, Uber Eats, Shein, Target, and this one's crazy, even Chili's. Bro, how are we getting into debt over our dinner? But it might not all be our fault. You see, usually when there's a cost of living crisis, people have to tighten up on unnecessary spending because you're kind of forced to choose between rent and a festival. But the Coachellas and the Ubers of the world, they put their heads together and they said, how do we still make money? So they said, okay, you can't afford $50 on dinner tonight. So how about we do just $5 over 10 weeks? And it has worked. Well, by 2023, more than half of Gen Z in the US used BNPL services. In 2024, the US spent more with BNPL than the top 4 countries around the world combined. And by 2027, it's projected $450 billion will be spent this way globally. But debt is debt. And now only 26% of Gen Z believe that they'll own a home by age 35. So the question is buy now, pay later just a trick to get us to spend money we don't have? Or a genuinely convenient tool that allows us to survive through a cost of living crisis? Our generation.
I think it's a trick because people aren't using this buy now, pay later for actual like survival stuff.
Like what?
You'll survive if you don't go to Coachella for a year, You'll survive if you don't order DoorDash. You can just literally cook in, spend that $5, go to the farmer's market. I don't know. That's just me. Personally, I think if you use DoorDash in this economy, you're rich. I do. Because if you don't just get your ass up out of bed and go get it your damn self, but you got all that extra money for the delivery fee, so you must be rich.
Okay, firstly, you know many people eat DoorDash every fucking day?
A lot of people use DoorDash all the time.
Every day.
Because they're rich.
No, but they're not rich.
Well, their priorities are different than mine, I guess.
I mean, you can always save money cooking, okay? If you could cook yourself, you can save money, you know what I mean?
I made this soup. Did you try the soup that I made?
I have it in the kitchen. Do you want me to warm it up right now and take a couple spoons?
It's really good, Sky. You can eat it whenever you want to. But anyways, I made this soup, 2 fat ass pots, right? It fed me and a couple of my friends and my roommates for 2 days. You know how much all the ingredients cost me?
How much?
$30.
Damn.
So that was $30 spread over that was 20 meals.
That is God telling you that one of you should marry Shayla so y'all could get free meals.
Shut up, Sky. I'm just saying that
cheap meals.
I think that priorities
you don't have to spend
among the generations, and my priorities aren't the best either, but dang, the fact that y'all can afford to do DoorDash every night is crazy hold on. But let's be very clear.
Go
out to eat, sure, but DoorDash?
Okay, but
especially if the restaurant is right down the street, y'all. Come on.
Okay, but let's be very clear. As time passes, the generations have changed, right? Okay, if you are a boomer, you probably didn't have all these restaurant options the way they do now. There was no DoorDash or Uber or something. Even for X's and millennials, this DoorDash Uber Eats shit came along later.
I know.
This wasn't a thing 10 years ago.
But the fact that people are doing back pay on DoorDash?
Yeah, because they bring it into society, they get you hooked on it, and now you are fucked up. And you gotta understand something. If you're a Gen Z or even a younger millennial.
2 pots, big ass pots, Stu.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Well, he said 2 pots.
No, I said thank you.
Okay.
No, but I'm just saying, if you're a Gen Z or a younger millennial, right? You've been raised in a world that's teaching you to buy these things and shit like that. And you probably in the back of your mind going, I can never own a house. I can never have this. AI coming to take my job.
But you'd rather choose going to Coachella over owning a home?
You can't own a home. It's too expensive.
Coachella's too fucking expensive, but they make a way.
No, what I'm saying
That's why I said it's about priorities.
No,
and guess
hold on.
what? I have a friend that's been to Coachella about 3 times, and she's never once paid to go. She just be sneaking in. Y'all can finesse your way.
Okay, hold on.
Most of these times.
Understand what I'm saying. The way the U.S. is right now.
I went to Coachella once.
Okay.
I said I'd never have to go back to this shit ever again in life.
I never did. I don't like.
I said, oh, one time was all I needed.
I don't like concerts.
Okay.
Even when Tipsy Bartender was
Well, festivals are different, but you don't like concerts? You don't like live music?
I mean, I'd go. It depends on who's playing, right, where it is. But I mean, like, they invite me to Coachella to do some shit.
A festival is different than a concert.
No, some Tipsy Bartender shit like around Coachella. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't down. Okay, but here's what I'm saying. If you are a Gen Zer or a very young millennial, you coming up in a world.
I'm a young millennial.
Where all the fucking money is in the hands of older people. You're coming up in a world, okay, where you're listening to your grandfather or your great-grandfather tell you stories of how he worked in the factory, one job, and he put 3 children through college
and went on vacation.
I had a wife who stayed at home, and they took European vacations every year on one salary. And you're going, what the fuck?
And you need 2 salaries just to pay your rent, not even to pay your mortgage.
Right. So.
And God forbid you're paying a mortgage, because like to own a home, that's pretty expensive, right? Because you have to pay for all the upkeep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like.
And now on top of that, the ice.
And don't have no kids. I don't know how anybody has kids, yo.
But that's why so many young people don't want kids. Okay.
Shit is expensive out here.
But that's another reason why.
I can barely pay my car note.
Okay, but on top of all that, you also faced with AI, because every time you turn the TV on, you see an AI take more jobs, and you hear people telling you AI is coming for everybody. I tell you that all the time because I know it's true. You know? And
imagine being like a government worker this year. Didn't like half of them lose their jobs?
Yeah.
Or like the even the software engineer dudes, like.
Yeah, the Google's laid off a ton of people.
Yeah, like that was like a promising job back in the day.
Yeah, some of them dudes making 300-400 fucking grand, and they're gone. Because AI can now code, so they don't need as many. Okay. Nappy Six said be a drug dealer. That's an option.
But everybody gets mad when somebody needs to feed their kids. God forbid, I'm trying to feed my kids, and this is the only way I know how.
But going back to this, go commit fraud and get Section 8. Okay, but going back to this, right? And then on top of that, they hear every day that AI is coming to take their jobs. Like, why the fuck would you care if you in debt? You understand that?
What?
Like, why would you care?
What do you mean? Everyone's in debt, but like
no. But I'm just saying, you're a Gen Z.
So you're saying there's no way I can win? So
okay, you're Gen Z. You've already lost the game. You listening to your boomer grandfather or great grandfather tell you about everything with the factory and the one job and all this sort of shit, right? You seeing CEO pay is 220 times that of the average employee. The job you at is only a matter of time before you get replaced by AI. You really give a fuck that you owe DoorDash some money?
But you're digging yourself in a deeper hole.
Yes.
That's how the IRS gets you. The IRS is not to be played with.
Okay.
You're the scariest mother effers on this planet.
But what America don't realize.
The IRS will bleed you dry.
Okay, but not this year. Not this year.
You file taxes, you owe money, they coming for their money.
Not this year. The beauty of Doge, if this was daily fucked up government, laying off all these people, ton of IRS agents, there's no way they could do proper audits this year. The US is going to lose a shit ton of money this year on taxes, because so many people are just not going to pay because they know that the US government does not have the manpower the way they did before, because Elon cut all these motherfuckers.
Also nowadays, not only does it take multiple jobs and stuff like that, but even if you do have that, your job is likely only enough to like for you to pay your bills and survive. Like you don't have any wiggle room to do any extracurriculars or take time off I literally spent a week visiting my family, and I'm so behind now on my finances. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like it's stressful. Like, and then once you fall behind, it's nearly impossible to catch back up. You got to start picking up all these extra side gigs, babysitting jobs, this, that, and the third.
Repairs change things. You know what really changed things? A rich boyfriend. I'm just saying. Okay, but I say all this to roll it. Okay, but you can't do that though, Bozak. You can't lay off you can't do that because you need the IRS agents because that's one of the reasons the U.S. has the infrastructure that it has. It has the roads that it has. Is because you need that tax money coming in.
The rich keep getting richer and the poor legit keep getting poorer.
Okay, but all of this leads to one destination.
Them paying for us to live?
No, and it just happened in Nepal.
Everybody getting government checks?
No, not everybody getting government checks. This just happened in Nepal yesterday or the day before. It started. Look at this story, okay?
Social media ban?
Yeah, Nepal's prime minister
has quit
amid a deadly Gen Z protest over social media ban and corruption, right?
Okay.
They say it's social media ban and corruption. That's how this started. But these dudes are also part of Gen Z where they getting cut out of stuff. And so it's only a matter of time. And so these dudes.
So it's like, it doesn't matter where you live though, because you're gonna be LA, you live here, it costs more to live, but you make more money. Yeah. If I move my ass back to Wisconsin, I'd still be struggling financially, whatever job I work at over there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because the wages are gonna equal out to the cost of living.
I like LA. I ain't going nowhere, dude. Fuck this.
People say just move out of LA. LA's too expensive. Anywhere you live is gonna be too expensive.
But my point showing you all this thing out of Nepal, guys, is that Gen Z's there, because the government banned something on the internet, right? That was the start of it, but it's so much more than that. And I think you could see some shit like this taking place in the US as well, where Gen Zs rise up and be like, fuck this. I mean, they don't need, these dudes broke into the government armory to get these guns, right?
Oh my God.
Gen Z don't have to do that.
They're not scared of nothing.
Yeah, Gen Z don't have to do that. They already got guns because it's America. I'm just saying, you could look for this kind of civil unrest.
Stu said 90 people died.
Huh?
90 people died.
Yeah, 90 people died on the day one because they started protesting and the government soldiers or whatever came out and a bunch of people ended up dead. And so these dudes went nuts, and now they have taken over the country. Now, how they wrap this up, I don't know, because you need someone who's going to lead and make the proper changes to make everything work out, you know. But you could see shit like this in America, because you're pushing Gen Zs to the limit, you know.
Everyone's really, really stressed out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody's stressed out about basic shit like food and rent. Mm-hmm. You know. And they're making it impossible to get ahead. Mm-hmm. They are. It doesn't matter what kind of job you work.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Like my cousin, she's a dental assistant. She's 26 and she still lives at home with her mom because it's just too expensive to move out. And she's smart. If I still have that option, hey, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what hey, y'all, don't move out of your parents' house until you absolutely have to.
Jesus Christ, wife of ex-Nepali PM, that's Prime Minister, burned alive. Fuck me.
Crazy.
No, but dude, you could see this shit spreading. Because young people getting strange.
The wife got burned alive though? Like that's actually insane.
But Shayla, check this out. If you Gen Z right now, you ain't got no health care, because this is the richest country in the world, but it's shit too expensive. You can't ever buy a fucking home. You can't have kids because you can't afford any of this shit. The job you got, you about to be replaced by AI. I mean, it's only a matter of time before the dam fucking breaks and dudes start fucking rebelling. You know, this is how it is.
So like what happened between like our grandparents working at factories and all that stuff to now? Like what happened? I know minimum wage stayed the same for way too long.
CEO pay increased significantly. They cut out the workers in a lot of places. I mean, look.
Like how did we go from that to this in such a short amount of time?
Yeah. I must be on the loop. I don't know many people that are stressed out about cash. Then again, most people I know are married.
Yeah, they have two people bringing in probably the married couple, the wife probably has two jobs, the husband probably has two jobs. That evens itself out. As a single person, and don't live alone, don't have your own apartment, that shit was terrible.
No, but Bozak, what I'm talking about is
it's smart just to get married, just to have somebody to help pay.
Is the young people who leaving, like who coming out of college right now, because these dudes know they fucked. And see, if you
don't go to college and have that college debt.
Yeah, that's right. They got
them student loans and the interest.
So you got student loans, and then some people will be like, well, don't take out a loan then. How the fuck do you not do that? You see what I'm saying?
They don't make school
affordable.
So
they tell you to go to school. The shit ain't affordable. Your family ain't rich. You got to pay for it. So now you owe a couple $100,000. Okay? You can't find a job. If you do find a job, you're about to be replaced at that job. You can't get health care. You can't afford a house. You can't afford to have kids. Like, they fucked. And it's only a matter of time before they go, you know what? Man, fuck this shit. Let's change shit. Okay? And that's when bullets start fucking flying. And you can see that this happened in Nepal. But you could see protests like this all across the world. Because it's the same in all these big countries. Not even in the big countries. It's the same all the world over.
Alexander said a majority of Americans can't even afford an unexpected emergency expense. Very true. Mm-hmm. Very true. That's what credit cards are supposed to be for, right? But like...
Dude, everybody maxed out on the credit cards as well. You know what I saw yesterday? Okay. I was watching this video and they're talking about luxury cars, right?
Oh, geez.
You had a dude who was making $45,000 a year, but he's driving a Lamborghini.
That's why I said a lot of people's priorities are messed up too.
So, okay, he saved them the money. He works in luxury cars now. So I'm pretty sure he's okay now, right? But motherfucker saved him the down payment, okay? To buy this. Hold on, but there's a new thing that these dudes are doing now. Like, if you wanted, like, what's like a high-end brand, right? Like, someone was buying an Audi or Audi. How do you pronounce it, Shayla?
Audi. Okay.
Someone was buying like a top-of-the-line Audi, right? Mm-hmm. And it was...
They don't make anything affordable these days.
Okay.
Even McDonald's, y'all. Have y'all been to McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's ain't cheap, dude. Fuck that. Okay.
It's expensive.
Hold on, let me,
I went to Wingstop yesterday. Not yesterday, but a couple days ago. Cause I just really wanted Wingstop. That shit cost like over $20. Like $22 on Wingstop.
Man, there's
I shouldn't have did that. I mean, it was really good though.
What's the Q5? Nope.
Wingstop has me in a chokehold right now. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Anyway, my problem is there's a top of the line Audi, right? That it was expensive. Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers was financing, right? Giving guys financing for 144 months. You know
that's like financing for the rest of your life.
That's 12 years. Guys, 144 months is 12 years. Okay? You got dudes
by the
buying
time you get done paying the car off, that shit gonna be old.
I know. Guys, you got a car that they're telling you, oh yeah, we'll give you this, right? But it's 144 months. That's how they.
That's a long time.
Yeah, but they worked it out. It was like one of these. It was one of these. It was an expensive. It was an expensive Audi, right?
My cousin just bought an Audi.
It was expensive, right? Mm-hmm. But they worked it out for the dude so that he was paying for 144 months. What the fuck kind of loan payment is that? 12 years. Mm-hmm. 12.
I agree. Bozak said,
what?
Marriage is a wealth hack. I think most rich people in the world have a spouse, right?
Yeah.
Like the percentage-wise.
Yeah. Look, marriage is a wealth. Okay, it's a hack if you're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Like if I'm married to Shayla and we're on the same page with how we spend money, how we doing this, how we do that, how we do the next, right? And you also, taxes, you get discounts for being married.
Yeah.
Whereas the dude who's
That's why a lot of dudes like from the military get married and stuff, right? Because it comes with benefits.
But that don't work out for them because the minute they hit the road, shit's over.
That's very cynical.
I'm not telling you the truth. When I was in the Bahamas, you used to have U.S. military dudes training us. Dude, every fucking time, every one of them was married at least 3-4 times. And when my boy come and he's married and they come back the next year, they're unmarried or they're married to someone else. Like they've been through some fucking wives. Because here's the thing, with those dudes who are training us, right? They go around the world. These were like U.S. Rangers or Delta. No, these were some kind of. They were Rangers or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And their job is to go and train militaries around the world. So like a crew of like 10 of them would go and train like 1,000 fucking people, right? How to fight. And half the time when they call in, when they talking at home, they can't tell the wife where you are. Hey, like, where are you? I can't tell you. What you doing? I can't say.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You realize like the disconnect there. Like if you're dating someone and you could never tell them what you're doing, like you can get tired of that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Bozai said Gen Z wants to be able to travel the world young, want the perfect wife and husband, want to chase a career, want to live in a top 10 city and buy $250,
Brooklyn, see it here, this is it. The handle's gone. I'm still using it, so she's kind of forgiven me since I
starter home, never been realistic.
What? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gen Z wants to be able to travel the world young, want the perfect wife, husband, want to chase a career. Yeah, maybe. Never been realistic.
Hey, yo, I'm just a millennial that want to be able to pay my bills. And
all I know is when you all hear the shots firing, get low, and get, where the fuck would we run to, Sheila?
Why are you asking me? Do you think I've ever survived through a world war?
No, I'm just saying, like, shots start firing because people get upset, there's riots in the street. Where we going?
Stay in the house.
You mean stay in your fucking house burning down? Where we going?
Stay in the house and avoid the windows.